out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. And this is Floyd, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Come on, the flag. Good job, son. Big Dad, Big Dad. Here we go. Jim.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try the left side. It's Floyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll look to throw now on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Touchdown, Seattle. The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
What? Yeah. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Come on, D. Shut up.
Looking to throw. King. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
On the double. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Get him. Watch the edge.
To throw is King. Throwing on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the left side. McCrary. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set, ready. 60 out low. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Now King on 3rd and 2. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
You better be ready.
They'll run on 1st down. McCrary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
King now looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back to throw. King. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, McCrary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's King, operating from the gun. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
King to throw on third down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. In the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, McCrary. 16 yards, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run on first down. McCrary. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, check 24, check 24. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. 56, the mic, boys, 56, check, 56.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down.
Come on, set. AT Gator. Hey, let's go. Come. It's a party now.
Looking to throw. King. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And some room to roam now.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Too little, Pat.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Harvin, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
At the 30-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Let's go, D.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Crawford. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Look, wait. Why? Get wide. Whip.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. King. Tried for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Let's get this.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. King. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
To throw is King. A final shot before break. And his throw is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But
it's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hurry. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pull it together. 36.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary fights off the defender. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, it's Floyd. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. King now on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. King. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's King operating from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. King throwing on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And the Seahawks, first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Back now in Mexico City. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Right there, 54 Mike. Check. Bang, 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 bang.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. King, flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Joker.
On 2nd down now, McCrary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check. Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mike's 56.
They'll try the left side. McCrary. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check 31. Showing it. Eddie Weber.
On 3rd down, McCrary. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. King. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's get this.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. King. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
To throw is King on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. King flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Sponge! No! X3!
Now King going to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Down! Time to end it! Watch the run! Bunch formation, bunch formation!
King now throwing on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete in the end zone. Results in a 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here's King throwing on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.
triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. Oh, I run for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.